Hi. So today I'm going to talk to you about verbs. We've talked about nouns and we've talked about adjectives. So now today we're going to talk about verbs. And one of the fun things that I like about uh, verbs is because they let you explore more about things that you do. And I'm kind of a doer. I think I'm kind of hyper like most children, and I like to do lots of things. So, you guys are going to hopefully have a lot of fun with the activities that we have here today. I hope you let me know. This might be your favorite unit that we're going to do. So, you can see we have here I can identify verbs. Can you say that for me? Good job. All right, so we're going to learn to identify verbs. The next page that we're going to do is kind of fun because a verb shows action. We just said that, but I have a video that's one of my favorite videos. I know you're going to love it too. It says an action word is something that you can do. If you can do it, then you do it and you do it. It's a verb. So sing along with me as we act out verbs. You might need a little room. Gee, I might need a little room. I think I can do these. Let's see, we'll do it together. Here we go. Feel free to sing along.
Hey, Joey.
Oh, hey, Marilee. I'm in the car right now, so can you make it quick?
Now I know about nouns, but I want to learn about verbs.
Here we go.
A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too.
All right, so I want you to do it
All right,
too.
now everybody, get ready.
Get ready.
Because the first verb we're going to do is clap. Here we go. Clap, 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 clap. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Okay, the next verb we're going to do is jump. Now remember, I want to hear you say jump and I want to see you jumping. Jump, 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 jump. Verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Okay, my verbalicious friends. The last verb that we're going to do is shake. No, I'm not talking about a milkshake. I want to see those arms wiggling and those heads bopping. Shake, 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 shake. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Alright, now we're going to break it down a little bit and then speed it up. Alright, let's verbalize this place. Clap, 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 clap. Jump, 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 clap, 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 jump, 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 clap, 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 jump, 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 shake, 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 clap, 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 jump, 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 shake, 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 clap, clap, jump, jump, shake, shake, clap, clap, jump, jump, shake, shake. Verb is a word, it's an action word. Now jump, 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 jump. A verb is a word, it's an action word. Now shake, 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 shake. A verb is a word, it's an action word. Now jump, 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 jump. A verb is a word, it's an action word.
A verb is not something that can be taught. It's what you do that is a verb.
Okay, go now.
So that was cool, huh? That was really fun. Probably more fun for you than for me, right? I don't know. We'll see. So there's a lot of great videos like that one. You'll see on YouTube. Once you play that video and you see that one, you can copy the address and go to a few more. Grammaropolis is also a really good one, but that one's just fun. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to once again see if you have learned what a verb is, and if you can pick some out. If you can do that, that would be great. Hopefully you can pick some out of a sentence that we're going to read together. So we've got, here are some verbs. Let's read them together. Ready? Let's go. Run, jump, good, sing, dance, swim, good job, kick, step, walk, great, nap, that was too easy for you. Climb, yeah, that one's kind of tricky because climb, you don't really hear that B in there. Tricky. Easy for you. Yeah, sit. And this last one, yeah, that double O, ooh, look. Great job, guys. You read every one of those words, I think, without much trouble. So, all right. So let's look at words that are in a sentence, and they have of course, every sentence will have a verb. It's got a noun. We see a person. We know that, and we're going to look for the verbs in these sentences. So let's read it, and then we'll look. Sam naps on Mom's lap. What's the action going on? What do you think? Abracadabra. You did it. That's the verb. Naps. Sam is the noun. Naps is the verb. It's what he does. Sam was the cat. Remember that story, Sam Come Back? All right, here's another sentence. The pigs sit in mud. All right, the pigs of course are the animal, the noun. What do they do? Name the verb. Let me hear it. Look at you guys. You are so good at this. Sit. The ox packs the sack. You remember the big blue ox story that we've read. So the ox is the animal or the noun. And what is he doing? What's the action? Good job. The ox does what? He packs. All right. So now you guys can identify verbs. Let's look at, if I can identify verbs, let's look at the two activities we have for you to do. We've got playing a game, and I know that you or your mom or dad or grandmother or grandfather or aunt or uncle, whoever your caregiver is, and they've probably heard of Mother May I. If you haven't, you can Google it. But I want you to play Mother May I. But before you start playing, I want you to invent verbs to do instead of your usual ones. There used to be scissor steps and those things. Think of your own verbs like bunny hops, kangaroo jumps, chicken steps, baby crawls, snail slides. Anyway, those kinds of things. And you can play this game in the house. Will probably be fun if you can go outside, if it's a pretty day, and play Mother May I using the verbs. Activity 2 is, okay, this is kind of fun. You're going to make a puppet, or you can, like we did with the magazines last week or newspapers, anything you have around that you're available. This is poor little magazine. I've been using it for all kinds of activities. But there was actually, the two little Smurfs were in this magazine, and I thought, that's kind of cute. What could you make the Smurfs do? What kind of verbs could they act out for you? I'm sure here is the little Smurf. He could wave. I can wiggle his hand. Obviously, he can jump on my hand. He can do a lot of things. He can dance with her, right? So think of the things that your little your puppets can do, your nouns or your puppets, and they can act out verbs and actions. Let them have some action. Something that's not too dangerous. Singing on their heads is cool. If you can't do that, you know what? I was noticing, because we've done a lot of takeout lately, that I have a lot of plastic spoons. I took a spoon. I was like, a spoon could be a puppet. I know when my daughter was little, she had such patience when we would go out together with friends and we would eat and we would talk so much, but she would be so good. And I remember one time she took just a paper towel at the table and a napkin and made this puppet, and she named it Chuki, and she let Chuki do all kinds of verbs quietly at the table. It was really funny. I think she came up with the word chew from eating, chew. Chuki was her puppet. But you could make a puppet. You could poke a hole in a napkin and make a little puppet. You can draw on the spoon's face, give it a little head. You could use a rubber band or something. You could actually draw the clothes on the napkin. One of the other things I found, you might have parents or grandparents or aunts and uncles that love coffee. And I found this coffee filter and thought, that's a great thing for a puppet, right? Because it's kind of got the circle part like puppets have. So you could draw on your spoon. You can draw pants. You could draw whatever you want. It almost made me think of, who is it that has capes? You could do some superhero character with a cape. That would be really fun. Or like, I know Superman or Darth Vader or any of those people could have capes. You could draw that. You could do several of these and let your puppet do all kinds of actions, right? So that's kind of cool. Let me know what puppet you end up making, what verbs they end up doing. I think this puppet could do I think it could act out at least 10 verbs, but pretty easy. And most of you probably have a plastic spoon. Paper towels are very valuable commodity right now. A lot of people are using paper towels, a little bit too much probably. But this one, I think, came with a takeout order. So that was kind of easy. If you wanted to do that, coffee filters, just actually be imaginative, be creative. You may think of something I didn't even think of. So, but I can't wait to see what you come up with on this activity. And we'll see you next time.